Good morning, Excellency, distinguished participants, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Chantit Swangnet, an expert at International Institute for Trade and Development. It is my great honor to be here with you today and welcoming you to the third Bay of Bengal Economic Dialogue 2024, the New World Order and BIMSTEC, certain writer to the 6th BIMSTEC Summit, today and tomorrow at Chulalongkorn University. Organized by the Faculty of Economics, Chulalongkorn University, in cooperation with the South Asian Network on Economic Modeling, BIMSTEC Secretariat, the International Institute for Trade and Development, Indian Studies Center, Institute of Asian Studies, Chulalongkorn University, and the Asian Foundations. And on behalf of this event will be recorded for the future broadcasting. And on the occasion, I would like to invite Assistant Professor Sinina Sermchip, Director, Asian Studies Centers, Faculty of Economics, Chulalongkorn University, to proceed onto the podium and deliver a welcome remark, please.
Your Excellency, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of ASEAN Studies Center, Faculty of Economics, Chulalongkorn University, I would like to welcome you all to the third Bay of Bengal Economic Dialogue 2024, held at Chulalongkorn University in Bangkok, Thailand. It is a great honor for ASEAN Studies Center, together with our 5 partners, South Asian Network on Economic Modeling, SANEM, BIMSTEC Secretariat, the International Institute for Trade and Development, or ITD, Indian Studies Center, Chulalongkorn University, and Asia Foundation. Together here today to discuss the New World Order and BIMSTEC, curtain raiser to the 6th BIMSTEC Summit. The Bay of Bengal region, comprising countries including Bangladesh, Bhutan, India, Myanmar, Nepal, Sri Lanka, and Thailand. We hold immense promise of addressing contemporary challenges to meaningful regional cooperation. BIMSTEC, Bay of Bengal Initiative for Multi-Sectoral, Technical and Economic Cooperation, established in 1997, served as a crucial platform for fostering economic integration and collaboration among its member countries. As we navigate a rapidly changing geopolitical landscape, economic uncertainty, and ongoing impact of the COVID-19 pandemic, this dialogue becomes even more critical. Our discussion over the next 2 days will focus on trade, investment, connectivity, governance, and socio-cultural linkage within the BIMSTEC framework. I extend my heartfelt gratitude to our distinguished speakers, scholars, and experts who have joined us from across the region. Their insight and proposal will shape our collective effort toward a more integrated and resilient Bay of Bengal region. Let us embark on meaningful dialogue, break down barriers, and pave the way for a better future. Thank you for being part of this vital effort. Once again, welcome to all, and let us proceed on this journey together. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much to Assistant Professor Sinina Sermchip for wonderful welcome remarks. And next, I would like to invite Dr. Serim Raihan, Executive Director, South Asian Network on Economic Modeling, a professor, Department of Economics at University of Dhaka, Bangladesh, to kindly deliver the remarks.
Good morning, distinguished guests and participants. Welcome to this third Bay of Bengal Economic Dialogue. And we started this dialogue, this Bay of Bengal Economic Dialogue in 2021, and this is the third episode of it. This dialogue aims to emphasize on the importance of regional integration and collaboration among the countries in the Bay of Bengal region. We believe expanding markets for goods and services, sharing natural resources, and enhancing the pathways for trade and investment can prove to be mutually beneficial for countries in this region. To initiate such a collaboration that can strengthen economic and social ties within the Bay of Bengal region, SANEM, in collaboration with some leading think tanks and research organizations in this region, launched this Bay of Bengal Economic Dialogue back in 2021. We are happy to see that such collaboration continued, and we are able to organize this event here in Bangkok. I am sincerely thankful to our partner organizations, Chulalongkorn University, in particular, ASEAN Studies Center of Chulalongkorn University, the International Institute for Trade and Development, ITD, in Bangkok, the Asia Foundation, and also the BIMSTEC Secretariat. They provided the kind of support in the sense that we are there will be a recorded message from the Honorable the Secretary General of BIMSTEC Secretariat, and there is a Director of BIMSTEC Secretariat who is also present here, and the think tanks from this region. So it's a collaboration. I'm quite sure this collaboration will continue. So as BIMSTEC countries are facing numerous economic, social, and environmental challenges, and many of these challenges are common in nature, the cooperation through the BIMSTEC framework will certainly enhance the resilience of these economies and lead to prosperity. Over the next 1.5 days, through various sessions of this conference, leading experts from this region will discuss the opportunities of such cooperation. We know that the 6th BIMSTEC Summit is likely to take place in Bangkok sometime this year. We also know that despite many prospects, BIMSTEC is yet to take off and utilize its full potential. I hope the discussion at our conference will provide new impetus to the BIMSTEC process. At the end of our conference, we will come up with a Bangkok declaration based on the summary of the discussion. I'm quite sure this declaration will be a critical input in the major discussion areas of the forthcoming BIMSTEC Summit. As I mentioned earlier, there will be addressed by His Excellency Mr. Indra Mani Pandey, Secretary General of BIMSTEC Secretariat. Despite his sincere interest, unfortunately, he is not here in person because there is a BIMSTEC Foreign Ministry meeting which is taking place at the same time, today and tomorrow, in Bangkok, and he's there. But he sent a recorded message. I'm grateful to him, and we'll actually hear what he delivered, the kind of message he delivered to us. I'm also thankful to Mr. Shewang Dorji, Director, Environment and Climate Change of BIMSTEC Secretariat, for attending the conference in person. I thank Thailand Government, Minister of Foreign Affairs, for their very kind presence and all kind of support to this conference. I thank you once again and look forward to an exciting conference for today and tomorrow. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Dr. Salim Raihan, for the remarks. And next, I am glad to invite Ms. Rini Phonpaphai, Deputy Director General, Department of International Economic Affairs, Ministry of Foreign Affairs, Kingdom of Thailand, to deliver a remark. Please.
Excellencies, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to extend my sincere gratitude to all the organizers, particularly the South Asian Network of Economic Modeling, Chulalongkorn University, International Institute for Trade and Development, and the Asia Foundation for organizing this event. It brings us together from across all sectors here today at Chulalongkorn University. I believe this will be a great opportunity for us to exchange ideas on BIMSTEC as Thailand gears up to host the 6th BIMSTEC Summit next month. In fact, today, as the previous speaker said, the foreign ministers of BIMSTEC are meeting in New Delhi for a retreat. So today's event actually nicely coincides with a very important meeting of BIMSTEC. Last month marked the 27th anniversary of the signing of Bangkok Declaration, which gave birth to BIMSTEC in 1997. Initially, BIMSTEC was established amidst the impact of Asian financial crisis and the constraints of South Asian Association for Regional Cooperation, or SAARC, to be a new engine for change for the Bay of Bengal region. Despite changes and challenges throughout its history, BIMSTEC has consistently demonstrated its unwavering spirit as it has grown and become a prominent organization for this region. However, today's world poses many new issues and challenges. Examples are major power rivalry, global pandemic, climate change, and artificial intelligence. These have raised questions about the effectiveness of multilateralism. While the world is becoming more fragmented, we witness the rise of regionalism and the form of a new world order in many regions of the world. With our strong commitment, BIMSTEC can be a prominent regional power, addressing issues of our concerns and being a constructive player in the global arena. To prepare for such a role, Thailand, as the current chair of BIMSTEC, aims to strengthen BIMSTEC in 3 aspects to withstand challenges and capture opportunities of the future. Let me share with you these 3 things. First, institutional building. Under our chairmanship, we introduced BIMSTEC Bangkok Vision 2030. We envisage a clear set of directions for BIMSTEC by pursuing 3 goals, namely prosperous, resilient, and open. That's what we call pro-BIMSTEC. We are confident that this first ever guiding document will help to drive BIMSTEC towards a more sustainable and resilient future. Moreover, Thailand introduced the rules of procedures for BIMSTEC mechanisms, which is another significant document of BIMSTEC's institutional building process. Complementing the BIMSTEC Charter recently entered into force this year, the rules of procedures will provide a clear structural arrangement that enhance BIMSTEC's visibility as a rule-based organization and attract new cooperation with international partners. Second, connectivity. Connectivity is the bloodline of BIMSTEC. It enhances the flow of goods and peoples, creating a genuine sense of community. As lead country for connectivity sector, Thailand strives for a seamlessly interconnected BIMSTEC. The Agreement of Maritime Transport Cooperation, which is aimed to be finalized this year, will become a milestone of BIMSTEC connectivity. Once signed, the agreement will promote maritime connectivity, facilitate trade, and enhance supply chain security among member states. The third is inclusiveness. We believe that inclusive participation of all stakeholders will ensure that the work of BIMSTEC is a collective effort from everyone, and it's done for mutual benefits for all. Last year, we proposed to establish the BIMSTEC Business Advisory Council to be a mechanism for private sector to discuss business-related issues and provide policy recommendations to our leaders. This year, we are planning to harness untapped potential of our youth, of our young generations, by hosting an event for BIMSTEC young entrepreneurs during the upcoming 6th Summit of BIMSTEC next month. This event will create a network of our youth to exchange their ideas, to sharpen their skills, and to incubate their leadership to reshape the future of our economies. Distinguished guests, the above-mentioned initiatives are part of our chairmanship to help strengthen BIMSTEC and to ensure that it remains adaptive, resilient, and well-prepared against all kinds of challenges. However, given the disruptive and cross-cutting nature of today's world, and lots of issues today, policymakers alone cannot effectively address those issues. Contributions from civil society, scholars, and practitioners are indispensable, and that's why I'm glad we have this session today. So I believe this 2-day seminar is timely, and it is a good opportunity for us to brainstorm and exchange views on the future of BIMSTEC. With your insightful expertise, experience, and knowledge, I'm confident that this seminar will generate fruitful and constructive outcomes for a better future of BIMSTEC and our people. Thank you very much. ขอบคุณค่ะ
Thank you very much, Ms. Sarini Phonpapai, for very insightful remarks. And next, may I present Associate Professor Noppon Witwarapong, the Dean, Faculty of Economics, Chulalongkorn University, to give the remarks.
Excellencies, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, representing the Faculty of Economics here at Chulalongkorn University, I'm pleased to extend to you a warm welcome. It's our privilege to serve as a co-host and to facilitate this meeting of some of the region's foremost experts in economic integration and regional cooperation. I would like to take this opportunity to thank the speakers. Okay, thank you. Well, you should be able to hear me better now. Sorry. All right, I would like to take this opportunity to thank the speakers for accepting our invitation and for agreeing to lend your expertise on BIMSTEC. I would also like to thank the participants for taking the time to come and join and enrich the discussion. Finally, I would like to offer my sincere gratitude to our institutional partners and co-hosts, and especially to the ASEAN Study Centers led by Dr. Sinina. This event would not be possible without your efforts in education. I hope the next 2 days will be an intellectually stimulating and rewarding experience for everyone. And welcome again to the Third Bay of Bengal Economic Dialogue 2024. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much to Associate Professor Nopon Witwarapong for the remarks, and followed by Associate Professor Surat Horachaikun, Director, India Studies Center, Institute of Asian Studies, Chulalongkorn University, to deliver the remarks.
Good morning, everyone. Sawadee krap. I prepared my one quite long, so is it okay? I hope everyone is fine. And please smile. We are not here for serious matters. Well, we are here for serious matters, but with smile, okay? His Excellency Sumit Nakandala, the first General Secretary of BIMSTEC, Ms. Salani Ponprapai, Deputy Director General, Department of International Economic Affairs, Ministry of Foreign Affairs, Thailand, Associate Professor Nopon Witwarapong, Dean of Faculty of Economics, Chulalongkorn University, panelists, BIMSTEC friends, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. I'm a bit excited seeing all my friends here. Okay? Not very familiar faces, but will do my best. First of all, as a member of Chulalongkorn University, may I also join Assistant Professor Sininath Sermcheep to welcome you all to Chulalongkorn University. This comes from Sanskrit, Chulalongkorn, which means Chula Lankaran. And the university word in here is Mahavidyalaya, which is Sanskrit. A very special place where many global leaders have visited since its establishment in 1917. Amongst others, a key personality from the Bay of Bengal who were here 97 years ago was Gurudev Rabindranath Tagore. Gurudev Tagore spoke at length on human solidarity and Asian unity in room 105 Chulalongkorn building, not very far from here. Because of Tagore's visit, Chulalongkorn University had also become a place hosting another great leader from the Bay of Bengal, Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose. General history textbook might take the two personalities in different ways, but I see commonalities and continuities. Their practices might be different, but their goals were unambiguous. That is, connectivity among us, peace and stability of the region. Netaji spoke at the Chulalongkorn University auditorium, and his memory is still vivid, as considerable amount of money he collected to free the Indian subcontinent was given to us by him to help King Chulalongkorn Memorial Hospital, to be given to female students who attained the highest score, and to build the Dharma Sadhan nearby this building. It is noteworthy to inform you all that Dharma Sadhan is a place where all are allowed to use it for religious functions, no matter what religions they belong to. Recently, on June 27, Chulalongkorn University invited His Excellency Dasho Shering Topge, the Prime Minister of Bhutan, to speak on enlightened leadership. The content of the talk was undoubtedly rich. Prime Minister Topge used the example of leadership exhibited by King Rama V, King Rama IX, and King Chikme Singye Wangchuk to thoughtfully stimulate us to think about leadership, which according to Prime Minister Topge must be consisted of three elements, namely wisdom, courage, and compassion. To Prime Minister Topge, leadership exists in every one of us, now, not in the future. And leadership is about moving to a better place. To me, one better place is definitely BIMSTEC. Or perhaps the BIMSTEC where our cooperation is deepened and inherently natural to them. Not only prosper together, but also help one another in times of difficulties. This would reflect the three qualities of wisdom, courage, and compassion. The three qualities of enlightened leadership exist in the treasures of knowledge in all BIMSTEC member states, including Myanmar, Nepal, Sri Lanka, and Thailand, for example. Friends, we should place an emphasis on history as a project of continuities. Many of us here might think of BIMSTEC as an important bridge connecting Southeast Asia with South Asia. There's nothing wrong with this thought, but we must not forget that by overtly emphasizing recent regional construct comprising nation states also runs the risk of missing the fact that in different dimensions in the past, we trade among each other openly than it is today. Our multicultural history, which what Professor Sunil Amrit called layered past that made cities in the Bay of Bengal region some of the most diverse in the world, and our cultural and historical ties that unite several countries adjoining the Bay of Bengal should be a source of inspiration for us to see the big picture of economic cooperation and people-to-people relations. With regard to geopolitics, I see BIMSTEC as part of the solution. Each member state of BIMSTEC wishes friendship to all, malice towards none, as asserted by Bangabandhu Sheikh Mujibur Rahman, founding father of Bangladesh. In this, even though BIMSTEC is intergovernmental in nature, we still need to candidly dialogue so that we ensure that the Bay of Bengal is governed cooperatively under the rule of law, as my friend Dr. Constantino Xavier wrote in one of his published works. Last but not least, we need to do more on the visibility of BIMSTEC. Everyone here is a leader in his or her capacity. We need to use all available opportunities to inform peoples, whether of BIMSTEC's member state or not, on the importance of BIMSTEC. I have delivered many talks on BIMSTEC to Thai people of all walks of life, and when I was not specifically asked to talk about BIMSTEC, I still used BIMSTEC as examples. Basically, this is to make people understand, familiarize with the term BIMSTEC and the concept of BIMSTEC. I have been doing this for almost the last 20 years or so. And this, I wish to come to the end of my remarks. I wish you all the best for the 2 days conference, and I wish to also thank all the organizers, and in particular, if I could actually have a well round of applause for Professor Sininath Sermcheep, who has been working very hard to make sure that this conference is successful. Long live BIMSTEC. Thank you. ขอบคุณครับ
Thank you very much, Associate Professor Surat Horachai-kun, for very deep and thoughtful remarks. And I would like to invite Mr. M.D. Zakaria, the Program Director, the Asian Foundation, Bangladesh, to deliver the remarks.
morning, Excellencies, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. It is an honor to address you at the third Bay of Bengal Economic Dialogue, a significant event that sets the stage for the forthcoming 6th BIMSTEC Summit. On behalf of the Asia Foundation, I extend my heartfelt gratitude to the organizers, Asian Studies and Indian Studies of Chulalongkorn University, South Asian Network on Economic Modeling, SANEM, ITD, BIMSTEC Secretariat, and all the associated stakeholders for this opportunity to engage in a dialogue of paramount importance. The theme for this year's dialogue, the New World Order and BIMSTEC, curtain raiser to the 6th BIMSTEC Summit, could not be more timely. In a world that is rapidly evolving, BIMSTEC holds a unique position, bridging the South Asia and Southeast Asia through trade, connectivity, and collaboration. The Asia Foundation, with its deep-rooted commitment to improving lives and expanding opportunities across Asia and the Pacific, sees BIMSTEC as a crucial platform for fostering regional cooperation and sustainable development. The Asia Foundation is a non-profit international organization committed to improving lives and expanding opportunities across Asia and the Pacific. Informed by the 70 years of experience and deep local knowledge, our work is focused on governance, climate change, gender equality, education and leadership, inclusive growth, and international cooperation. We work in more than 20 countries through our 17 country offices in Asia and the Pacific, supported by a headquarters in San Francisco and an office in Washington, D.C. Our funding support comes from a diverse area of bilateral and multilateral development agencies, foundations and corporations, and individuals. Since 2019, the South Asia Governance Fund has been a cornerstone of our efforts, funded generously by the U.S. Department of State's Bureau of South and Central Asian Affairs. Our mission has focused on accelerating responses to governance challenges and opportunities in South Asia, emphasizing anti-corruption, fiscal transparency, democracy assistance, and media freedom. Over nearly 5 years, SAGF has supported numerous organizations, initiatives, think tank, research organizations, and grassroots organizations in Bangladesh, Bhutan, Maldives, Nepal, and Sri Lanka. By fostering interactions among CSOs, we can broaden the space for meaningful engagement with democratic institutions, policy research organizations, media, and local governments. Our capacity development programs are designed to enhance the internal capacity, knowledge base, and programming capabilities of CSOs, ensuring they are well equipped to address the evolving needs of their communities. Today, as we gather to discuss the role of BIMSTEC in New World Order, we recognize the immense potential of this platform. BIMSTEC, with its strategic geographical location, serves as a bridge connection between the Bay of Bengal's vibrant economies to the broader Indian and Pacific Oceans. The region is a powerhouse of global production and services, from garments in Bangladesh and digital services in India to maritime services in Sri Lanka and tourism in Nepal and Bhutan. Enhanced intra and inter-regional cooperation with BIMSTEC can pave the way for unprecedented trade and growth opportunities and unresolved bilateral issues. Furthermore, the Asia Foundation believes in the critical role of civil society in promoting transparency, accountability, and the responsiveness within the BIMSTEC countries. In recognition of BIMSTEC regional influence, SAGF is proud to support SANEM in organizing this high-level international conference. Our goal is to harness the voices of the people and reflect them in the BIMSTEC Charter, ensuring that the summit addresses the real concerns, challenges, and aspirations of the citizens. In conclusion, as we embark to this dialogue, let us reaffirm our commitment to fostering cooperation, transparency, and sustainable development within the BIMSTEC framework. Together, we can navigate the complexities of the new world order and build a resilient, prosperous future for all member states. Thank you, and I look forward to the productive interactions and discussions in next 2 days. Thank you all.
Thank you very much to Mr. MD Zakaria for your remarks. And today, we have the keynote address by His Excellency Mr. Indra Mani Pandey, Secretariat General BIMSTEC Secretariat. But unfortunately, he's not going to be here with us today in person. But we have his keynote recorded in advance. Please watch the keynote video presentation together.
Mr. Paisan Rupanikej, Deputy Permanent Secretary, Ministry of Foreign Affairs, Kingdom of Thailand. Dr. Salim Rehan, Executive Director, South Asian Network on Economic Modeling, Department of Economics, University of Dhaka. Assistant Professor Sininath Saramship, Director, Asian Studies Center, Chulalongkorn University. MD Zakaria, Program Director, Asia Foundation. Distinguished speakers and participants, ladies and gentlemen, a very good morning to you all. It gives me pleasure to speak at the third Bay of Bengal Economic Dialogue 2024 on the theme, The New World Order and BIMSTEC, curtain raiser to the 6th BIMSTEC Summit. I am grateful for inviting me to participate in this dialogue. Unfortunately, I am unable to do so in person due to my visit to New Delhi to participate at the second BIMSTEC Foreign Ministers Retreat. I am therefore sharing my message through this video. I commend Sanem, Chulalongkorn University, and the Asia Foundation for coming together to organize this dialogue as a curtain raiser to the 6th BIMSTEC Summit. This dialogue demonstrates their shared commitment to promote economic cooperation and integration in Bay of Bengal region under the aegis of BIMSTEC. I am confident that this dialogue will help advance the BIMSTEC's agenda for regional cooperation. In today's rapidly evolving global strategic landscape, regional cooperation has emerged as an effective mechanism for promoting multilateral cooperation. As we navigate the complexities of the evolving world order, characterized by pressing global challenges, including climate change, we need to engage in regional cooperation to deal with these challenges. The theme of the dialogue, the New World Order and BIMSTEC, embodies the need to do so. BIMSTEC is being seen as a potent regional organization for forging cooperation and collaboration in Bay of Bengal region. Our member states, Bangladesh, Bhutan, India, Myanmar, Nepal, Sri Lanka, and Thailand, are bound by historical, cultural, and economic ties that provide a solid foundation for working together to realize their shared aspirations for a secure and prosperous Bay of Bengal region. As you are aware, BIMSTEC's vast agenda for regional cooperation is organized around 7 broad sectors and 8 subsectors, with each member state playing a leading role in one sector. Bangladesh leads the sector of trade, investment, and development, including bioeconomy. Bhutan leads the sector of environment and climate change, including mountain economy. India leads the security sector, including energy security as well as disaster management. Myanmar leads the sector of agriculture and food security, including fisheries and livestock. Nepal leads people-to-people contact sector, including poverty alleviation. Sri Lanka leads the science, technology, and innovation sector, including health and human resource development. And Thailand leads the sector of connectivity. Thus, the BIMSTEC has a vast and well-organized agenda for regional cooperation and institutional mechanisms, including sectoral mechanisms, to pursue the same. BIMSTEC takes its decisions by consensus, and our member states are like-minded on pursuit of regional cooperation. BIMSTEC enjoys the requisite political support of its members. It is focused on technical and economic cooperation, and it stays away from political issues. The Permanent Secretariat of BIMSTEC, established in Dhaka since 2014, anchors all its activities. An eminent persons group has been set up by the member states to review the existing institutional mechanisms and areas of cooperation and define the future directions of the BIMSTEC. The group has been engaged in a thorough review of the institutional mechanisms and progress in sectoral cooperation within the BIMSTEC. It will submit its report to the leaders at the Sixth Summit, along with a set of recommendations to reform and revitalize the BIMSTEC. BIMSTEC is thus poised to emerge as a vibrant regional organization. Distinguished participants, ladies and gentlemen, as we approach the 6th BIMSTEC Summit, I hope that this dialogue will serve as a curtain raiser, laying the groundwork for success of the summit, including presenting concrete recommendations for the future directions of the BIMSTEC. I'm glad that there will be a session tomorrow on BIMSTEC breaking barriers and way ahead, which I believe will be useful in shaping our vision for the BIMSTEC and identifying pathways to overcome the barriers to achieve progress. I'm sure that you will deliberate on the possible outcomes at the 6th BIMSTEC Summit, including also BIMSTEC Bangkok Vision 2030, which will provide a roadmap for its future. I'm confident that this dialogue will be successful in realizing its objective of outlining a clear and actionable roadmap for BIMSTEC. I thank you for your kind attention, and I wish you fruitful deliberations within the framework of this dialogue. Have a nice day. Thank you.
And thank you very much for the presentation of the keynote by His Excellency Mr. Indamani Prandi, the Secretary General, BIMSTEC Secretariat. And on the behalf of the organized team, may I invite Assistant Professor Serena Sermchi to proceed on the stage once again to present a gift of appreciation to the honorable speakers. First, may I have Dr. Serim Raihan, Executive Director of South Asian Network on Economic Modeling, to receive a gift. Second, may I have Ms. Sarini Ponprapai, Deputy Director General, Department of International Economic Affairs, to receive a gift. Third, may I have the Associate Professor Nopon Witwarapong, the Dean of Faculty of the Economics, Chulalongkorn University, to receive a gift. Next, May I have Associate Professor Surat Horachai-Kun, the Director, Indian Studies Centers, Institute of Asian Studies, Chulalongkorn University, to receive a gift. And may I have Mr. M.D. Zakaria, Program Director, the Asian Foundation of Bangladesh, to receive a gift. Thank you very much to Assistant Professor Serena Sermchi for presenting a gift of appreciation. And may I invite all the speakers once again to proceed onto the stage to take a photo together for the first shot. And please stay on the stage. For the second shot, may I invite more the chair and the panelists to take a photo together. Could you please up to the stage? May I invite Dr. Sutipan Jiratiwat on the stage for the photo as well. Yeah. And I also invite the Ambassador Pisan and Mr. Nati to join us for the photo session. Please bear with us for the photo sessions. So we're going to divide it for the first row by sitting on the chairs, and second row standing, and the third row by standing as well. Cheers.
We should make BIMSTEC interesting, so mini heart. Everyone, please.
So you know all the mini hearts though.